Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Shiminator Productions. I am, of course, James Shimo, the Shiminator himself. And, yeah, let's just be honest. Last night's Super Bowl sucked. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. That was not a game that was a Super Bowl caliber game. If for one team in particular, you'd argue that it was. But no, just no. And I'm sorry. As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I will never, ever support a team that Tom Brady is on. I don't care what color the jersey is. I hate that guy. Screw him. Same thing goes for Gronk. Same thing goes for Antonio Brown. Yes, I know he was a previous Pittsburgh Steeler, but no. That guy burned his bridge a long time ago, so screw him. But in any case, the one thing that was worth checking out from the Super Bowl was the trailers that came out during the commercials. So, most of them are your typical 30-second spot because, let's face it, Super Bowl commercials are ridiculously expensive to pay for to get airtime. So, I don't blame them one bit for keeping them as short as possible. There are a couple that are going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to stick mostly with the short ones first, and then we'll go to the longer ones as we get down. We got a total of 6 of them to watch, so let's see what shakes down. First up, we're going to start with Raya and the Last Dragon. I'm looking forward to this movie. I don't think I'm going to pay the $30 for it for premium access on Disney+, but again, I haven't made up my mind on what I'm going to do with that yet, so we'll see how that shakes down. Maybe it'll be worth it, maybe it won't, but from everything that I've seen from the trailers for this movie so far, it looks entertaining. But, I mean, again, is it worth paying an extra $30 on top of my Disney Plus subscription? I don't know. So, we'll see what happens. Let's take a look in 3, 2, 1.
On March 5th.
How did this world get so broken?
I believe that we can be unified
Okay.
again, but someone has to take the first
So
step.
it looks like there's some kind of ancient legend going on.
Tuk-tuk. Let's roll.
That armadillo is going to be a fun character. There are going to be a lot of plushies sold to him and the dragon.
Oh, we were doing a jumpy thing. Oh, so sorry, my bad.
Peace.
Raya and the Last Dragon, rated PG, in theaters, or order it on Disney Plus with...
Okay, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. I'm going to end out of this. But, yeah, it looks like a good, typical, Disney movie. Nothing really new is added here. Again, we know the basic premise. Raya is seeking the last dragon to help kind of repair things that are going on between, like, these 5 kingdoms or whatever that exist throughout the land, trying to bring peace and order and this and that, and everybody else is looking for the dragon and some other kind of mystic artifact, and it's your typical, ancient legend kind of stuff. But it looks fun, and the type of characters that they're bringing into it definitely seem like they'll be entertaining, to say the least. All right, so we're going to move on from that one. We're going to go over here, actually, to Godzilla vs. Kong, the Japanese trailer. Actually, that one's a little bit longer. We'll go Fast and Furious first. All right, so Fast and the Furious 9. We've been looking forward to this movie for a bit, at least a handful of us have. How Vin Diesel is going to handle John Cena, who knows? A lot of these Fast and the Furious movies have really started jumping the shark when it comes to the stuff that they can get away with. And originally, I didn't get into a lot of the Fast and the Furious stuff, mainly because I was never a car guy. I've never been into cars, makes, models, street racing, none of that kind of stuff. So when it was mainly about that and basically, being that plus a ripoff of Point Break, sorry, but that's exactly what it is. I wasn't 100% sure about it. But I'll admit, the further and further they got away from the street racing level of things, and the more they got into the heist stuff and the crime and everything like that, I'll admit I got more and more into it. So we'll see what happens here. But let's take a look at what we've got on tap for Fast 9, the big game spot. Again, another little 30-second spot. So let's see what we've got. Hopefully Universal doesn't copyright claim this.
The world has a way of changing, but there's one thing that always stays the same. You miss the old life
Do you?
Okay.
every day.
All right. There's Cena. Yep. Ah, Helen Mirren's in there. Okay. Let's see what she's up to. Oop. Okay. What? Okay, hold on. That whole move. Hold on, let's go back. Hold on. What in the name of Merlin was that? I gotta see that again. Okay. I'm sorry. That right there is a that turns me into Peter Parker talking about Captain America's shield. That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all. What the hell? Okay. Oh, they're just amping it up ridiculously with a lot of these. What in the heck, man? All right, but you know, it looks fun. You know, it's your typical action-packed, you know, Fast and Furious movie. It's what these movies have become as of late. So, yeah, I can't get too mad at it. I really can't. All right, I'll still check the movie out. So, you know, big whoop. All right, let's see here. Let's go for, I want to say old is the next, 30-second spot. So we'll go there, and we'll take a look here. Now, I know this is a Shyamalan production. So I've been kind of up and down on Shyamalan as of late. Split I thought was great. I know a lot of people like The Visit, which I still really haven't seen. And then I know Glass was kind of a disappointment for a lot of people. So we'll see how whether this one actually catches my attention or not. Let's see here.
Are we there yet?
This beach, it's beautiful.
My swimsuit is hurting.
They do look small.
Come on, let's play hide and seek.
Have you seen my children?
Mom, I'm right here.
He was 6 years old this morning.
Oh no.
Mom, I'm scared.
There's something wrong with this beach.
We were chosen for a reason.
What's happening?
I don't know.
What in the heck?
Owned. Only in theaters this summer.
Okay. Interesting. So, from what I can gather from the looks of things, it almost looks like the waters near the beach or something around there is almost acting like a reverse fountain of youth. So that rather than getting younger, you're aging a little bit more. And okay, I mean, I guess that could be entertaining, and like the mystery of trying to find out exactly what it is. The biggest question with this one is going to be whether or not there's a legitimate reason for it. Is it just something mystical? Is Shyamalan going to try to do this just so he can say, what a twist at the end, when it's like, oh, this is the reason why, and you know, something you never really figured out before, and you know, trying to pull that surprise on us. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, I'm kind of sick of his movies where it's a twist for the sake of a twist, you know, just, you know, give us a good story. So I'm hoping this is one of the latter with the good story, not the former. So we'll see what happens there. But okay, it's at least got my attention. I can say that much. It's at least piqued my curiosity. All right, well, with that, let's move on to the next one. And I think that's going to be Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, 1 minute 30 seconds. This is the official Japanese trailer. And I think this will be an interesting one because with the American trailer that we got a couple of weeks ago, it's clear that they were leaning far more towards a Kong, you know, centric, you know, hero story. And I think that's because Kong traditionally is more well known to American audiences, at least general American audiences, than Godzilla. Whereas with a Japanese trailer, Godzilla is going to be far more the focal point than Kong would be. I'm hoping my assumptions are correct with this one. So let's see here. Okay. All right, out at sea. There's Kong again.
And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
Okay, again, a little abbreviated from what we saw.
The world needs him to stop what's coming.
Okay, there's Godzilla. All right, again. So they're pretty much not giving us anything different than what we've already seen. It's really just an abbreviated version. I'm probably going to have to cut the audio out of this because, let's face it, we know that, you know, Warner Brothers has no compulsion. Okay, that's at least a slightly different shot. But we know that Legendary and Warner Brothers have no problem going after copyright claims.
These are dangerous times. Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people, and we don't know why.
There's
Okay.
something provoking him that we're not
Yep.
seeing here.
So, okay, all right, we got a couple of additional shots there. We at least get to see Godzilla clap back at Kong for that punch, so that's good. Oof. There we go. Okay, that axe. That axe is definitely the most curious thing, and I know it's a throwback to Godzilla. Okay, May 14th. Okay, so that's not coming out until much, much later in Japan. That's interesting because this is coming out in March, or at least maybe that was the original date when they first put that out there. But again, it only premiered 5 hours ago, so I guess Japan's getting it far, far later than we are. But okay, so again, nothing. There's not a lot new there. There are a couple of handful of extra shots that are very, very interesting. But I really don't know. Because again, I'm with 11 on this one. I definitely think there's something going on with Godzilla that we're not seeing, and if that's even the original actual Godzilla at all. Because we know, again, if you've seen the close-up analysis videos of the original Godzilla Kong trailer, we know Mechagodzilla is at play here because he's clearly visible in the background in one of those shots when you slow it down. We clearly see the blueprints for the Mechagodzilla behind that one guy in that one shot. So a lot of people are thinking that Godzilla that we see in this trailer, the one that's actually provoking Kong and picking that fight, is a Mechagodzilla with just a skin suit on. So I'm kind of on that same train myself. So I am curious to see how this actually works out. I know in the original Godzilla vs. King Kong, I know Kong won. I don't know if they're actually going to have a definitive winner here, but if I had to make a guess, I'd say they're more than likely just going to make it a draw with the two of them like respectfully nodding at each other, or they're going to actually end up having a fight at the end once Mechagodzilla is defeated and whatever, and then as they're having that fade out, it'll be the Apollo versus Rocky thing where they just freeze frame and then cut to black, and that's it. So I don't think we're actually going to get a definitive winner on this one, if I'm going to be completely honest. And I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, myself included, because I really want to see a knockdown drag out between these two. Obviously not to the death, but yeah, it'll be interesting nonetheless. Okay. All right, the next one we're going to move on to is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm really excited for this show. If you guys have been on this channel for any length of time, you know that I've been doing a lot of reaction videos to WandaVision and things of that nature. So, between WandaVision and The Mandalorian, I've really enjoyed the Disney Plus series that have been out up to this point. So I'm really looking forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm really interested to see the dynamic between these two because we know it's been kind of a contentious, almost sibling rivalry between the two of them ever since Civil War. I'm curious to see how both Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan do in this show without Chris Evans to bounce off of, because as we know, Chris Evans as Captain America was the focal point, and these two just had to be the side dishes. Now they're the main focus. Can these two actually carry a movie or a Disney Plus series on their own? Because from what I understand, this is only going to be 6 episodes. So are they going to keep it the half-hour format like WandaVision? Are they going to go a little bit longer? Maybe do 6 one-hour sessions rather than just 6 half-hour sessions? I don't know. But we will definitely see what's going on. And maybe we'll get a little bit more of an idea of the actual story of what's going on in this trailer. It's 2 minutes long, so let's find out. She looks like she's all business. Uh-oh. Got called into the principal's office.
Why does Sam aggravate you?
Oh, it's couples counseling. Fun. Alright, so we see the Falcon kind of likes to leap into situations, whereas Bucky likes to plan.
Cannot be allowed to exist. I have no intention to leave.
Yep, there's Zemo. So we're finally getting some more payoff with him, which is good.
Wall's upside down right now.
There's Cap in the background, Sam looking at the shield.
Where do we start?
Alright. I hope we get to see a little bit more backstory on Sam in a lot of these. Maybe get some flashbacks to his time prior to the Falcon. Hey, Sharon. Nice. So she's going to be in it, which is cool. There we go. Okay, nice. We get to see a little bit more diversity with regards to Sam's wings, which I think is good.
Hello, girl, kick your ass.
You see, there's still a little antagonism between the two, and I like that. I like it. Series March 19th.
See? That wasn't so hard.
Are you ready? Is you ready?
Okay. What are you doing? Are you having a staring contest?
Pretty much.
Just blank. Sweet
This is great. I love it. I think I'm really going to enjoy this series, and I'm really excited to see it. So, yeah, I definitely believe that we're going to get a lot more work with Zemo, which will be cool. Now, if this series goes for more than one season, do we maybe see Zemo try to form the Masters of Evil, which I think would be interesting, because we could bring in a whole lot of other characters from previous MCU movies which are still alive to try to fill out that roster, which I think would be cool. But again, we don't know. But it looks fun. It definitely looks like interesting. It looks like Zemo is getting some form of gang together in order to keep his work going, trying to dismantle the idea of superheroes and the Avengers and this and that. So, yeah, I'm down for it. Again, I'm down for all of these, Disney Plus shows, because again, we've got WandaVision going right now. That'll end right about the time that this is ready to premiere. That'll end, and then Loki will be right around the corner, and then after that will be What If. Then after that will be Ms. Marvel. So we're actually, I will say this, probably about the only good thing that came from this whole COVID situation is that we actually got to have all of this stuff kind of pushed back a little bit. I know it seems counterintuitive to say that, but now because of that, all of these are getting ready to come out in such short a time frame that there's not going to be a lull in Disney Plus content. So remember back when Mandalorian first came out, when Disney Plus launched 2 years ago, or no, it was a little over a year ago, I'm sorry. When Disney Plus launched a little over a year ago, when The Mandalorian came out as part of that, people are like, well, now there's no more reason for me to watch Disney Plus until Mandalorian Season 2 comes. Now, you've got a reason to stay invested. So Disney's got to be at least happy about the global situation, at least to that level. Granted, none of their big properties have been put out into like theaters where they can really make their big money, but at least they've still got content going out to where they can entice subscribers to come to Disney Plus. So that's at least a positive. All right, and last but not least, we're going to go ahead into this one. It's called Nobody. Now, this is an R-rated trailer, so I'll have to make sure that this thing gets put up not safe for kids. Matter of fact, yeah, forget it. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, here we go. It's a restricted trailer, so we'll just have to make sure that I make sure that this is set to not safe for kids. All right, here we go. In a 3, and a 2, and a go. Strong violence, bloody images, language throughout, brief drug use. Off to a good start. Okay.
So they took maybe $20 and an old watch. Mr. Manson, did you even take a swing?
No.
Could have taken her, Dad.
Heard you had some excitement last night. I wish they'd have picked my place, you know?
Okay.
Did you take him out?
I was just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
You okay? 'Cause you don't look okay.
Is that Christopher Lloyd?
There's a long dormant piece of me that so very badly wants out.
What are you still doing here, old man?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh boy. Okay. Damn. All right.
It's been a hell of a day.
You can see that.
David Leitch. Okay.
12 years. I worked for some very dangerous people.
All right.
Everybody get to the basement.
What is happening?
Don't call 911.
You know he means business when he says that.
I used to be what they call an auditor. The last guy anyone wants to see at their door.
Ooh.
Because it meant you didn't have long to live.
All right.
But I left it behind to start a family. I might have overcorrected.
When you left, you abandoned a certain debt that needs repayment. And your creditor is aware of your resurrection.
Outlining cars. Never underestimate
After my family.
what.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't fucking do that.
Oh, don't underestimate a nobody. Nice. Words you never thought you would hear in an action movie. Okay. Oh, that's great. All right.
Who the fuck are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
All right.
In theaters only February 26th.
Wow, so only 2 weeks and we're now hearing about this? That's crazy. Well, 3 weeks. Okay, whatever. But still, that's nuts that they would put out a trailer that close to release. Okay. Again, color me intrigued. Yeah, it looks interesting. Now, I will say that when it comes to the Super Bowl, I will say I was maybe expecting a couple of other trailers to drop with the game. I was expecting we get at least one more for Black Widow, confirming whether or not it was going to stay in theaters come May or if it was going to go to Disney Plus. But they may be pushing that, so maybe that's why they didn't. I thought for sure we'd get one for the upcoming Mortal Kombat. There's a handful of others that I just thought for sure that we would get, the closer that we got to the game. Let me take a look here and see like what upcoming blockbusters are really in the pike that I would definitely just see that there would be, just something coming out by now. Let's see, 2021 movies. Here we go. All right, let me see here. Come on. You gotta love it when technology takes longer to think than you do, right? Here we go. So, let's see, yeah. So, coming up, we got Godzilla vs. Kong. Like I said, I knew we were gonna get that. I thought for sure maybe we'd get, like I said, something on, maybe something on Flora and Ulysses, which was getting ready to come to Disney Plus soon. I thought maybe we'd get something for that. I know we got one for Coming to America 2. I just hadn't had it in this lineup, but I'm excited for Coming to America 2. I don't know how to feel about it. I like sequels for stuff that's been that far gone and that's been that long ago. I don't know how I feel about trying to do them that long afterwards. So yeah, I just don't know. Let's see. So yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong. We got Nobody. Okay, so for me, it's saying it's coming out in April, but that's weird. Yeah, so like I said, I thought we'd get one for Mortal Kombat. I thought we'd get one for Black Widow. I thought we'd get one for Free Guy. Like, Free Guy, maybe do another one of those. I thought maybe we'd get one for Spiral, which is getting ready to come out. Maybe we'd get one for, In the Heights, maybe, or even Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So there were a lot of ones that I just thought, like, coming up within the next, 4-month window that we get, and I'm surprised that we didn't. But the ones that we got were fine. Again, I know for a fact I'll be checking out Falcon and Winter Soldier day one. I know I'll be checking out Godzilla vs. Kong day one. Now, whether or not I do it in theaters or if I do it at home, that's up for debate. I do believe there's at least one theater around here that will be open around that time, but I don't know that I'd want to drive all the way out there to do it because it'd take about a good hour and a half to get there. But again, I'll see what comes up around that time. But yeah, all right, cool. So what did you guys think of these trailers? Are you hyped for any of these more than I am? Are you way less hyped for any of these than I am? Let me know in the comment section down below. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, ring that little notify bell so you know when my new videos come out, including my reactions and watch-alongs to WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, when all of that stuff comes out. That's all going to be up here. I'm also going to be doing pay-per-view reactions for WWE, so you'll be able to see me react to events like the Royal Rumble, which is already up, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, AEW Revolution will be up there as well. There'll be a ton of wrestling pay-per-views and stuff like that you'll get to see me react to as well. All right, so thanks for joining me, guys, and until next time, take it easy, be nice to one another, like what you like, don't be a jerk. See you next time.